Okay, guys. I think the music is probably, it's exactly where it was yesterday, so I'm not going to mess with that, okay? All right, so like I said, you're going to want a weight to use as just a prop to put the ball of your foot on. So if you don't have it, at some point, go get it. But let's start with the 1 foot, and your toe is right on the floor, and you are rotating it. Okay? All right, let's go the other side. Okay, we're gonna do some, you're gonna step back. So you step back and plant that heel down. That other leg comes forward. Okay? As we're gonna let this do some stretching, let's bring our arms up and bring them around. Up and bring them around. One more time. All right, let's switch. Other foot goes back. Keep that heel down. Look at your toe and make sure that it's pointing towards the laptop. Bend that front leg just a bit, so you're gonna get a stretch from the hip flexor and the calf. Okay, arms come up and around 3 times. Open up those ribs. Those front part of those ribs should open up. Okay, bring them around. Now lift that foot up and do a circle. So you're not planting it, you're just stirring the pot with your toes. Okay, go the other way. Oh boy, brain tease. Other way. And it's normal if you get some pops and some crackles. And switch, okay? Circle. And the other way. There's a coordination factor to it. And it's going to be awkward, especially if it's your non-dominant foot. Okay. Let's just step wide and swing the arms. Swing them forward. I don't want to forget about our upper body. It's not just lower half. So I'll try to incorporate both, okay? All right, let's put our hands on our knees. We're going to bend our knees, maybe partial, like a 45 degree, maybe 40 degrees. And we're going to rotate that shoulder in. Yep. When you rotate the shoulder in, that arm should be straight. Okay, so straighten that arm. Okay, you don't bend it. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and the other way. Straight arm. Let's do it again. Hold it, and again, you're leveraging. You're pushing your hand to the knee. And the other side. After yesterday's workout, this feels really good. Okay, arms come up and come down. Let's just do about 5 plie squats to increase the blood. 2, 3, 4, one more, and 5. Okay, bring those arms down. Okay, let's put some use to this dumbbell. What you're going to do is you're just going to put it on the mat. Okay? We're going to do 2 things. Well, maybe more than 2 things. But as you can see, the ball of my foot, right where we put that strap when we're stretching the hamstring to get the calf muscle, you want to step there and then you want to step forward. Okay? My back leg is straight. Okay? If you don't feel it, you climb that foot up a little bit higher. Okay? And then step forward. What that's going to do is it's going to give you that nice stretch high up into the calf. Okay? All right. Keep that foot there. Now you're stepping back. What you're going to do is your arms are going to come up and you're going to dive forward, break at the waist, and try to touch your hands to that foot. Okay? And come back up. All right, let's do it again. Arms up high, and we break at the hip, and we go down and look at that foot, those tootsies. And come back up. Okay, let's try the other side. The ball of your foot there, step forward, and get that heel down. That front leg's probably 2 feet ahead of your back leg. That's high up into that gastroc, gastrocnemius. Okay, let's step back. Step back, and what we're doing is our toe is up, our arms come up over the head. We don't want to forget about those shoulders. And we try to keep that soft bend in the front leg, and we go down and look for that toe, okay? Even if you went and put your hands on your knees, that's still a great stretch, okay? All right, come back up. Arms up. Break down, go down, touch that foot. And come back up. All right, guys, that's the extent of what I want to do on that dumbbell. But that should have felt great on that lower leg from behind the knee. And that last one was a bit of hamstring. Okay, feet are wide again. Arms are going to come up. We're going to go around the world 3 times, okay? So go down towards that right leg, sweep your fingers across, and come up, okay? Here we go again. 2. I think I said 3, so we're going to go one more time. Okay, meet me at the top. Okay, arms are up over the head. And let's go the other way. Here we go. Last one. Okay, arms come down. All right, I'm gonna pull my hair back. What you're gonna do, bring your feet together. We're gonna do a little rotation in the hip, okay? Let's alternate it though, okay? Go back and forward. Okay, back and around. Back and around. Hands are on your hips. Okay. All right, you guys know we got to go the other way now. So it's front, the knee comes in front of us, and around. And around. Try to stay out of, get your ribs out of your hips. Have as much space as possible between those ribs and the hips. Okay? Okay. Let's do a quick static stretch for the top of that leg. So hold on to something if you need to, and just grab that foot. Yep. Okay, go the other side. Other leg. Sometimes we have that great balance and other times it's not. And really, I don't want to focus too much on the balance as much as really getting a good stretch in those quads. Okay, let's do it one more time on each leg. And the other side again. Okay, I'm gonna move this blanket. This towel is getting more in my way than anything. Okay, we're gonna do a couple movements, and what it is we're just gonna step forward and come up and a side bend. And back to the middle and switch, okay? Step back, arms come up, and we bend towards the leg that's in front, okay? Back to the center, bring your arms down, and again, up. Back to the center, feet together, step back, arms up, and bend, whoops, I bent the wrong way. And it's really, if you bend this way, you have a tendency of falling over. It's the only reason. So if you find you're falling over, you're probably going the wrong way. Let's go one more on each side. You could take your hand and you can pull, get a deeper stretch. Last one. And a side bend. And bring those arms down. Okay, We're gonna scissor our arms and start working up higher up into the body and stretching our shoulders out. I'll probably show my face now on the screen. There we go. Okay. All right, let's go one arm at a time. A little backstroke. And the other side. Go 2 more on each side. Okay, we're gonna go the other way now. So my arm goes back, I still rotate, and then I bring that hand down, okay? So it's like a freestyle if you are a swimmer. Of course, if we were in the water, our head would be a little bit more willing to stay in line. Okay. Shake those arms out. Okay, give that one a hug. And give the other one a hug. Okay, let's do it one more time. Other side. Okay, we're gonna do a little movement stuff for those shoulders, for the rotator cuff. What you're going to do is you're gonna go back and touch behind your neck, okay? And you come back and then the other side, okay? Alternate. It seems silly, but it's a very functional. For some, you might go, oh, ouch, for the first few, and then it feels really good. You can actually do it. And it just reinforces that it's something that you should be doing. Okay? One more. Okay, now we're gonna go back. This is where I have a little bit more of a difficulty. I'm gonna turn around so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just reaching up as if I have a little itch in my middle part of my back, okay? So I also have more range of motion on one than the other. And sometimes it has something to do with our sleep. We sleep on that one side too much. Or it's just we use that other side too much, or you injured it at some point, okay? All right, now take both of them. They start right there at your glutes, and then you slide both of them up, okay? Thumb is the lead, so your thumb is going up, okay? Now we're just gonna fan our elbows, pull them back, squeeze, 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 okay? And take it out, okay? Shake them out. It's a mobility, just made it up. Felt like I needed it. So selfishly, I made you do what I needed. Okay, all right. Now, arms come up and they touch the top of your shoulder and then just flip them back, okay? Shake them out. Extend the biceps. We're going 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, okay. All right, pull those fingers back. We're gonna use them pretty soon. We're gonna start doing some walk downs. And the other side. Spread those fingers out when you do it, okay? Your arms are straight. Now the air is a little bit better today, so I think you'd all be more than happy to get outside, I'm sure. Okay, I'm pulling my fingers down now. Pull, and I'm getting a stretch in that forearm, okay? You can actually do it at your side if you'd like. I just have a tendency of putting it out in front. I feel like you guys can see it better. Okay, other side, other arm. We get out and do a long cardio segment today since we are just only stretching and doing core. Okay, shake those arms out. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna twist, okay? Let your hands find you. So one's gonna find you on each side of the hip, okay? It's a little rotation, don't jerk it. Just let the momentum take you. Now, stop yourself with your abdominals, okay? Stop to redirect the range of motion or your motion back to the other side. Okay, now get your arms up higher. Higher so they're about shoulder height. Okay, all right, now side bends, arms are down to your side, your feet are really close together, and you're gonna reach down to the outside of that knee. Same side though, no alternating. We wanna open up the space in that back. Go 5 more. These are a total of 10. 3, 4, 5. Okay, other side. Sometimes there's one side that does not like it, but try to work through it unless it continues to bother you. If it does, then don't go down as far, okay? And there it is. Okay. All right, guys, let's start doing our walk downs. It's not going to be super dynamic. We're just going to walk down. We're going to do a little thoracic rotation. So you're going to walk down to your hands and knees, okay? Here we go. So I am recording this session. So walk down on your hands and knees. And the rotation is just opening up, okay? So if I face the camera, I'm just opening up and reaching for, if it bothers your shoulder, put your hand on your chest and just let the elbow do the work, okay? All right, I'm gonna go this way. So I have hands and knees. I'm not showing you down the front of my tank top. Okay, I'm on one side. I'm gonna do about 10 and I'm gonna switch. Okay, you've probably done that 10. Go ahead and switch sides. While I refresh my screen. Okay, open up. You don't have to do exactly 10. You can just take your time and feel and enjoy that movement and that stretch. Okay, now we're gonna do a set of Supermen. The Supermans are going to be 5 on each side, so it's a total of 10. So extend that leg and extend that arm. Okay, and then switch. And then switch. So once you're extended, you just switch, okay? There's 2. There's 3. I'm on 4. And 1 more. And we're going to complement it with the child's pose. Okay? So sit back, arms are in front of you. And put your head down. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to bring one leg forward and one leg back. So bring that leg forward. Keep your knee down and press that hip forward. Okay, stay there. What you want to do is we're going to try to rotate each side. So that right leg is in front, and I'm just going to open up this way, and I'm getting a stretch in that back. Okay, we're going to go the other way now, okay? I'm going to put my hand on the leg, and I'm just going to open up this way. Okay, and we're going to switch. Right, hand is on the leg, and you're going to rotate each way, so it doesn't matter which side you start with, but you just want to have each arm on the leg so it's consistent, okay? All right, bring it back to that child's pose. All right, guys, we're gonna do just a straight plank, okay? So you're gonna go down. I'm gonna use my elbows, and I'm gonna rotate my palms up, and I'm going to go. Hips are up a little bit higher. You don't want to sink them down. You want to suck in that tummy, okay? Keep going. Forget how that guitar kind of gets into my brain. I don't like it. For Fleetwood Mac. Ooh. I don't know how my daughter found it, but she found a Fleetwood Mac song. The Way We Were, maybe, I think is the name of the song. I forget, but anyway, it's funny how kids pick up old music. Okay, we are halfway, more than halfway. We got 20 more seconds. It's a 60-second set. If you're starting to lose that strength, then put your knees down and suck in that belly even more, okay? All right, guys, there's our full minute. I think it was anyway. It felt like it. Well, it didn't really feel like it. It felt actually kind of easy. Okay, let's roll over onto our back. Okay? Just do our basic bridge. Now, some of my clients are like, you know, this is pretty easy. I think I can advance. And I said, well, sure. So I tell them to do single leg like this. And the next thing I know, they're not going up high enough. So what I want you to do is just focus on the basics of this bridge and feel the glutes. And go back up and go as high as you can without back pain. Some people will feel a little bit of sciatica initially. Try to work through it. Okay, go 5 more. Okay, keep going. I just gotta keep refreshing these windows for some reason. There we go. All right, roll your knees into your chest. Okay, dying bug. The dying bug, I want your knees bent, but I don't want you to move your knees at all. So keep the position. Okay. And you're scissoring your arms. And you're scissoring your legs. The small of your back is down. That's the question Lynn would like to ask me at this point. Yes, the small of your back is down. If you can't get it down, you can lift your head up to help, or just don't lower those legs as much. Okay, let's transition into an elbow to knee. So put your hands behind your head and start bicycling your legs. Everything has been moved and stretched that we can just jump right into doing some high intensity crunches. Okay, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? Now, just roll the legs up. Roll them up. Get a stretch in that low back. But I want you to feel your abdominals when you're doing this, okay? Can you believe I think I'm only on 8 of these? I have no idea after that. Before that, I wasn't counting. For some reason in my head, I'm like 8, 9. So let's go just 5 more together, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all about endurance. We're just going to keep going now, bicycle elbow to knee. 20 of them. Keep breathing through it, guys. Don't be holding your breath on this. I think we're more than halfway. Did you hear that? I think. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Get your elbow up and over. Okay. Now we've got dying bug. And then we're done. Let's get warm in here. We're almost there. 13, 14, 15, 16, and let's take a rest. Ugh. Back to the bridge. Hips up and back down. Get those hips high. Don't be cheating yourself. You want full range of motion, so you touch the mat and you get your hips up as high as they'll go, okay? There is a limit, and the limit stops you in your glutes, not your low back, okay? 4 more. 3, 2, and these are not meant to be like, oh my God, I'm so tired. It's not the point of a bridge when we're doing those simple ones where it's both legs working to get your hips up, or both sides of your glute, okay? All right, roll your knees into your chest and go side to side. Hopefully your back felt nice and secure after that set of crunches. I think that was like a 4-minute set, which is great. Okay, let's do just one more set of those crunches. Not that 3 rounds of 20 plus whatever Patty couldn't count, but we're gonna do that easy one. So it's that straight, suck it in and come up, okay? Your head goes up towards the ceiling. Your chin is almost like parallel the whole time. You gotta suck it in, hip bone to hip bone. Your back is not on the mat on this one. It pops up a little bit. Smooth up and smooth down. Let's go 8 more. Two more. And come on down. All right, keep those legs straight and bring your arms up over your head. You can interlock your fingers. You can just grab a hold of one wrist. Tuck that chin in. Keep that head down. You're literally wearing a hole in the back of your hair right there, okay? Tuck it in. Arms overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Arms are out to your side, so your body's in the shape of a T, and we're gonna do those chin tucks, okay? Just close your eyes and wear a hole in the back of that wig of yours. Now, do 5 more and do them subtly. Don't go the full range of motion. Just do a little bit of a rocking, okay? And take a rest on that. Bring your knee into your chest. One thing I didn't say is you should have a strap or a towel or something to use. Rotate that ankle. And just see how good that feels after all that stretching of that lower leg. Okay, straighten out that leg and we're gonna gas pedal it, okay? So point and flex. There is definitely a bend in the knee. And you put your fingers behind your knee and you can feel that muscle working. Increasing the blood flow in the back of that knee is so important. Okay, let's switch. Bring your knee into your chest first. Circle that ankle. Okay, lift that leg up a bit and gas pedal. Point and flex. Feel that muscle working back there. Okay, let's bring both of them up now. Slight bend and point and flex. Okay, try to straighten them out even more now. Point and flex. Alternate it now. This is a great one to do at the end of the day, guys, or after a long walk or golfing. Just to lay on that back and just put those feet up and get that all that extra added fluid out of your legs, okay? All right, put your feet down and let's move your legs side to side. Stretch out that back. Arms are out of the way, so they're out away from your sides. Okay. All right, guys, you ready to really stretch those hamstrings out? I feel like we've already stretched them. I don't know about you, but that's how I feel. But we're going to stretch them more. So get your towel. Hey, Paul, there's a strap. There's a black strap in that green, or right there, yep. All right, put the ball of your foot, the towel on the ball of your foot. You're going to keep that knee bent for now. And we're thinking about that lower leg. Okay, back off that stretch. Put that leg down. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to pull the towel on one side so it turns your foot in, okay? What that does is going to stretch out the outside of that lower leg. Point it to the opposite shoulder. And you're going to get a stretch from ankle all the way to the knee down into that glute. Okay, let's reposition where that towel or that strap is and put it now into the arch. And let's take it back to line up at the same side. If it's too much at the back of the knee, put a soft bend in and pull so you're really isolating middle part of that hamstring. Okay, let's back off that stretch. Let's take it over to the opposite side. 18, 20 inches, 16 inches above the floor. And hold on to it. Don't let it flop. And we're going to get that IT band and that glute. Okay, bend the knee all the way so that foot gets a chance to just rest onto the floor. Okay? For me, I get all these little snap, crackles, and pops. Feels kind of good. Give the opportunity, I'm giving you the opportunity to think about breathing now. So take a deep breath in. And exhale. There's not a lot of effort, so you could breathe through your nose. Okay, let's bring that leg back. Oh my goodness, that felt good. All right, let's switch sides, guys. Ball of your foot, that towel or strap there. The band works just as well, that stretchy band. Kind of makes the stretch a little easier, but it's better than nothing, right? Okay, pull down on that toe. Toes down, going down towards the knee. Try to keep the leg straight. Are you breathing? I hope so. All right, now back up the stretch a little bit. Put that other leg down on the floor. Rotate the foot and take it to the opposite shoulder. No further over than that. Isolating the peroneals. That outer head of those hamstrings, or that outer piece of the hamstring. Okay, back off that stretch. Let's reposition that towel onto the arch. Leg as straight, and pull. I keep turning my head towards the screen just to see, looking for you guys, but you're not there. It's me. Oh, you'd think I'd figured that out by now, but it's just natural because in the studio, I'm looking at you more than I'm looking at this. So now there's a slight bend and we are pulling, okay? So it's a deeper mid hamstring stretch. Okay, you're gonna straighten out, or no, you're not gonna straighten it out. You're gonna keep it bent slightly and then you take it over. And you are stretching the outside of that leg. This is a great IT band stretch. What you can do is you can actually, they call it, I don't call it this, but I learned this term, flossing. And so you can bend and extend that knee if you want. And then hold that stretch again. All right, bend it all the way and let that foot rest on the floor. Make sure that both shoulders are trying to, or at least attempting to touch. Like I can't get my shoulder to touch on this side. I can on the other, but this side's a little bit tighter. If you're breathing through this, it's just so much more productive, and it also allows you to relax a little bit more. Okay, bring it back. Okay, take that towel away, that strap. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna do a pelvic tilt. So press down and do a few pelvic tilts. I need to just do something real quick. Now you're going to stretch or bring your knees into your chest, stretch or knees into your chest one more time. Okay, now you can put them down. You go side to side one more time, and then we're going to do our runner stretch. All right, you guys are going, what the hell are you doing, Patty? I'm texting Joan Stern, a fellow member of Circus Club. I don't know if you guys knew, but her husband passed away. Tom did about 2 weeks ago. And she's been coming to use my exercise equipment just to get out and get some sanity, if you know what I mean. All right, so we're side to side. Side to side, okay. We're gonna make our way to the front on our belly, okay? We're on our stomach. What we're doing, our feet are on, our tops of our feet are on the floor. We're gonna squeeze those glutes and we're gonna do a press up. For some of you, if this causes pain in the back, then don't do it. But it's a great stretch of those extensors, of the back extensors. So squeeze the glutes, abs are tight, and then press up. Okay, now we're gonna do a shoulder mobility. Actually, it's stability too, because it's gonna be hard. You're gonna feel your muscles. So we're still face down. Our hands are up here, or they can be out. And what you're going to do is you're gonna lift them up. You gotta tuck that chin in. I don't want you to feel it in your neck. So you lift them up and you bring them down to the floor. Okay? Now, once they're up, try to bring them in front. Okay? And like I said, as you can see, this is mobility, but it's also stability. It's using muscles forward and then back. Okay? All right, take a rest on that. I don't want to overdo that area. All right, child's pose. All right, guys, we're gonna do that runner stretch. Let's start with our right leg. You're gonna step forward. We did this already, but we're gonna go a little bit more intense. And that is our hands are right alongside. So it's gonna look like this. So our hands are in front and we're gonna open up that hip, okay? My knee is down, okay? And we're gonna bring it back. Open it up and bring it back. Okay, now try to straighten it out in front. If this bothers your knee, just have a towel underneath it. Okay, now you're going to curl that back foot under and get up off that knee. And now we're in sitting into those hips and getting a good stretch in that hip flexor, okay? All right, if you can hold that position, then bring your hands up. And around, okay? I can see that my screen. Pop it up a little bit more so you can see what my hands were doing. I wasn't like flipping you the bird or anything. Okay, put that knee back down. Hands are inside. Now we're gonna open up to the knee that's in front. Open up. And we're gonna switch, okay? Step forward. Hands are down here. Then open up and bring it back to the front, okay? Just like that. Open. My daughter thinks, well, she's determined to learn how to do the splits. And she's so tight. And she's got such long legs that I'm like trying to tell her all the things to do. And teenagers, you know, they'll listen to a certain amount. Straighten out that front leg. And curl that toe under, but she never took gymnastics or anything that would promote flexibility. It was all sports. Okay, open up. Okay, and back down. Oh, feels really good. Okay, come up here now. Sit in those hips. Okay, if you can, go ahead and release. It's got a lot of strength in the legs to do this. And bring it back down. Bring that knee down. Let's go child's pose. And put that head down. All right, guys, you're gonna come up. You're gonna have a seat. You're gonna do a butterfly stretch. So you see that? Now, the only thing in my head, I'm checking everything off. Check all the boxes. I did everything but the piriformis, which is that muscle that we sit on in that figure 4 stretch. So we'll modify it as we're sitting here, okay? This is a nice growing stretch. Let's go back to the good old-fashioned hurdler stretch. So you're going to straighten out one, and the other one gets tucked in, and you lean forward. Okay, let's switch. You reach your hand in front, you're going to get a stretch in the back as well. Okay, put both of them in front of you now, okay? And see if you can, so sinking, your ribs are down and flush with your hips, okay? So what you want to do is you want to open up. And so if I spin around, so here to here, it's just getting a little mobility in that low back, okay? You put your hands back there if you can, and then open up, okay? It is more of an effort with your legs in front of you versus if we did our crisscross applesauce, your hands can go here, and this is how you modify it. You pull yourself up, okay? Pull yourself up. Okay? Now, we're gonna do the figure 4 stretch in a different way. You can make your way up to the chair to do this, but you can do it on the floor. So you lean back and you put that foot up here, okay? And then you climb that foot, or you lift your hip up. You lift yourself up and you bring yourself towards that foot, okay? And that is your piriformis, okay? This is how we would do it in high school and track, is we prop that foot up. We really never knew what we were doing, but we just somehow found the stretch that would make us run faster. Just like that. Switch legs, guys. Okay, now you could cross it here and you could bring yourself up and you could lean over it, but it's just not the same. But cross it and hold on to it and twist. That's another low back. We've done a lot of that today. Hopefully I didn't overstretch you on that. Switch sides, cross that leg over, hold on to that knee, give it a hug, stay close. It's on that opposite shoulder, you see? And then you can look over. Okay, all right guys, well, that's the end of our stretch session.